Hello and welcome. If your child is growing older and you feel like they are not listening the way they used to, or you find yourself wondering how much control to keep and how much to let go, you are not alone. This is something many parents struggle with, especially children who move into the teenage years. Let's take a moment to understand what is really happening and, more importantly, what we can do about it. When children are young, authority feels natural. We decide, we guide, and we protect. And children need this. It gives them a sense of safety. The world feels structured, predictable, and held. But as children grow, especially as they move toward adolescence, something begins to change. They no longer respond to control in the same way. What they begin to need is space, a sense of voice, and gradually responsibility. And this is where confusion begins for many parents. A common belief we carry is that if we loosen control, children may go off track. That if we are not strict enough, we may lose influence. And so, even as the child grows, we continue with the same level of authority. But what this often creates is resistance, distance, and unnecessary conflict. So, what actually works? The goal is not to remove authority completely, it is to slowly and thoughtfully shift from control to guidance. It is a movement from commanding to connecting. This shift can begin in very small ways. For example, instead of giving direct instructions all the time, like do this now, you can begin to ask, what's your plan for this? This may seem like a small change, but it encourages the child to start thinking, planning, and taking ownership. Another important shift is allowing children to make small decisions. This could be as simple as managing their time or the clothes that they're going to wear or making everyday choices, food, places to visit. These small opportunities help build responsibility gradually instead of expecting it to appear suddenly later on in life. And then there is the tendency we all have to correct immediately. Not every mistake needs instant correction. Sometimes it is more powerful to step back, allow the child to experience the outcome, and then reflect together later. This is where real learning happens. Now, let's understand what it really means to stay present. Being present does not mean controlling every aspect of a child's life. It means that a child feels safe coming to you. It means they are not afraid of being judged. It means they trust that they will be heard even when they are unsure or have made a mistake. Presence builds trust, while control over time often builds fear. And here is a difficult but important truth. Control can feel like safety for parents, but in reality, it is trust that builds strength in children. You will know you are moving in the right direction when you notice small shifts in yourself, when you begin to listen more than you instruct, when you don't step in immediately, when you allow a little discomfort instead of rushing to fix everything. These are small changes, but they create deep confidence in a child over time. In the end, parenting is not about holding authority forever. It is about preparing the child to stand on their own. So, if you find this phase uncomfortable, if you feel unsure at times, that's okay. It simply means something is changing and that change is necessary. If you are navigating this phase and would like to explore it more deeply, you can always reach out and have a conversation. Thank you for being here.